Shagadelic. You won't believe how this homeowner is rebelling against traditional home decor.
I've always sort of had this addiction to fur.
Plus, imagine discovering a secret fortress 45 feet below your house.
After you.
And later, he hasn't lost his marbles. He's just glued them to every single wall in his house. And what's up with this angular home?
Remember, there's 3 sides to every story.
And you won't believe their story. Next on Offbeat America. I'm guessing your walls are covered in either paint or wallpaper. Well, one couple in Cumberland, Maryland went a little, how should I say, further with their wall covering. Remember this? Shag carpeting from the 60s. Well, Beth, Piver, and Andy Vick brought back the furry flooring, but with a new slant. It's on their walls.
I don't know, I've always sort of had this addiction to fur, to fake fur. It's soft and it's rich, and usually it comes in such great colors.
And not just the walls. The fuzzy stuff covers kitchen lights, chairs. Beth even made furry frames.
Why be normal? Do something extra.
Extra? Like a fuzz-covered cube standing in the middle of the house? It's actually their bedroom. But tin waves on the ceiling and a funky fireplace are nothing compared to what's above. Beth created a cozy carpeted hangout on top of their bedroom.
I thought she was nuts, and I still think she's nuts occasionally.
Like when Beth used AstroTurf inside the house, on the wall, of course. Then she painted her kitchen, every color of the rainbow, and then some. This 2-story loft is Beth's canvas, full of color and texture, something she didn't have growing up.
When I was a child, my mother would not let me decorate my room, and she had it decorated with all kinds of conservative furniture and flowers and frilly things, and it was totally not me. So once I got my own space, my own, blank canvas, I think I went a little nuts.
A little? Andy couldn't believe when Beth wanted him to help carry a heavy car hood up to the loft.
And I thought she was absolutely crazy. I had no idea what she was going to do with it. And it turned out that it's really one of my favorite pieces in the house.
But the piece that started it all was this pipe. When the couple moved here 8 years ago, this is the first thing Beth put her mark on.
I came downstairs like normal, and boom, this pink fluorescent pole was right in my face.
And their conversation was as colorful as the pipe itself.
She had wanted to just go crazy with this space, and it was up to me to sort of learn to live with that, and this was my first test, and I think I passed.
An artist who works on the wild side, Beth topped the kitchen table with more than 2,000 bouncy balls.
There's always a desire to do something as weird as she possibly can, and I think after we batted around some ideas, this seemed like the weirdest way to go.
If you think that's offbeat, fasten your seatbelt for the dining room table. How would you like to eat on top of a pickup truck turned dinner table?
I'm sure I protested profusely, but it was to no avail, and we wound up coming home with the front of a truck.
The couple's real car is much more colorful, but just as creative. Beth even carried her street cred inside the house and into the shower. She waited until Andy was gone to go color crazy.
One weekend when Andy was in Chicago, I got my spray paint out and decided to go for a graffiti look.
Andy liked the surprise. From the wall of springs to the toy car doorway, Andy has a name for Beth's style.
Early modern freak. I mean it in the most endearing way, though.
With a total of 6,000 square feet in their 2-story loft, Andy and Beth work and play in a home with Dr. Seuss personality.
You gotta understand, too, I'm pretty much a square. She's
Big square.
Much more out there than me.
So the question is, after years of living with her mom's flower motif, what does she think of her daughter's home now?
Well, I think she's fine with it, and I think she likes it because I'm doing it. It's not in her house.
This couple can climb their walls, sit on top of their bedroom. They can even comb their ceiling.
Think you could get a touch here for me, too? Thank you very much.
You don't see that every day.